So you should have done practice on complete subjects and complete predicates and taken a little quiz on that, and you're ready now for simple subjects and simple predicates. It's a little more difficult, but definitely not unattainable. So let's begin. So first, every subject is built around one noun or one pronoun or more. When all other words are removed, the simple subject is left. So let's look at an example. A piece of chocolate candy would taste great. So the complete subject is a piece of chocolate candy. Okay, that's the whole subject. But now we want to narrow it down. The simple subject narrows it down to just one, really most of the time one word without any of the adjectives. So what is this subject really about? It's about candy. Okay? So a piece of chocolate candy is the complete subject, but the simple subject is just candy. We'll go ahead and do a couple more examples to show you. So if we go back to the same sentences we used in the complete subject and complete predicate video, now we're going to narrow it down to the simple subject. So if we look at number 1, my little brother broke his finger. So we're looking for this simple subject. So in the last video, my little brother would have been the complete subject. But now we want to find this simple subject. So we want to cross out all the adjectives. So my little, and the complete subject is just brother, because the other words are describing brother. Okay, let's look at number 2. His Uncle Bob asked for directions. Now this one's a little tricky. So the subject of the sentence, the complete subject, is his Uncle Bob. But now really, what is the simple subject? Because they're capitalized, the simple subject would be Uncle Bob, because that's kind of like his name. His would not be part of the simple subject. Let's look at number 3. Those soldiers carried guns. The complete subject is those soldiers. But we want to narrow it down to just the simple subject is just soldiers. It's just the noun. Those is an adjective describing soldiers. Let's look at number 4. Our babysitter arrived late. Our complete subject is our babysitter, but if we want to narrow it down to just the noun, just the simple subject, it would be babysitter. Our is an adjective describing babysitter. Okay, so now we're going to learn how to narrow it down to the simple predicate. This one's a lot easier than the simple subject. So a simple predicate is always the verb or verbs that links up with the subject. So now the predicate, you're not doing anything different than you were in our linking and helping verb unit. You're just finding the verbs or verbs. That's it. So if we look at the example, a piece of chocolate candy would taste great. The complete predicate is would taste great. But now we just want to find the verb or verb phrase. We know that would is a helping verb. So we know that we have to have an action verb or a linking verb with that helping verb. So our simple predicate, remember, it's just the verb or verb phrase, is would taste. Let's try a couple examples. We're looking at the same examples as we did the last time and for simple sentences. So my little brother broke his finger. Broke his finger is the complete predicate. But if we want to narrow it down just to the verb, broke would be our simple predicate. We're just looking at the verb. Number 2, his Uncle Bob asked for directions. Asked for directions would be our complete predicate. But if we want to narrow it down just to the simple predicate, just to the verb, it's just asked. Number 3, those soldiers carried guns. Carried guns is the complete predicate, but just the verb, the simple predicate, is just carried. And then finally, number 4, our babysitter arrived late. The complete predicate is arrived late, But if we narrow it down to just the verb, simple predicate, it would be arrived. All right, let's see how you do on your own by doing some worksheets.